So we give Rob Gale a hard time for the way he acts on the sideline occasionally. We often disagree with him. That is an occasion where we have to say, Rob, we agree with you. You were robbed.
So 2 calls going against Valor, 2 goals scored against them, a 2-0 final for Cavalry. Perhaps it's a little bit too early to judge what Valor are or what they may become. They struggled mightily over the course of last season, conceding a league-high 52 goals on the season, 2 more here today. But I'll try to give Rob Gale, the head coach of Valor, a little bit of credit. Cut him some slack here a little bit.
Oh, now you're cutting him credit.
Kurt, I mean,
now you're cutting him
their
slack.
starting 11 today featured 10 brand new players to this team without a preseason, without a proper training camp. So what do you make of the team that we saw today?
I just want to put it out there that I was a little bit more positive on them today from the start, and I think you're coming around now. I thought you were a little bit unfair off the top when what you said, different year, same old Valor. I don't think it's the same old Valor. I think they're defending a little bit better. I thought their compete level was higher. I thought they were certainly more organized. This is, a Valor team that last year conceded 8 goals to more or less this Cavalry team, right? So I thought they competed well today. Obviously, going forward, it's nowhere near, the final product. But let's put it this way: Cavalry was up here last year. Valor was down here. Valor's now here.
But what do you make of the fact that
they're better?
Cavalry's already played a game. Like, Valor's coming in fresh. I'm surprised they didn't take more advantage. They should have had more legs today. And really, over the first 45 minutes, they were the team that looked like they were struggling a little bit more with fitness.
Yeah, I thought so too. My question here is, what is Valor going to look like in the attacking half? Because we saw a lot of them a little bit more organized in their own half, right? And again, the first 20, 25, they looked better. Right? And Kurt, you're right. You were being fair to them, a little behind the scenes here. Kurt was giving some props. He changed the tune after about 20, 25 minutes, and that's probably justified.
No, I just went quiet. I just went quiet after 25 minutes.
And that's changing your tune. Look, I still have a lot of questions about what they're going to do in attack, because to me, it looked like a lot of loose balls. They weren't fighting for Sean Hundal, not the performance he probably would have wanted in his first game for Valor. So there's still a lot of questions about how they're going to look in attack, because right now, no shots on target. There's nothing to build off yet.
Hundal, their new striker, the fewest touches of any other player on the field, just 15 on the game, nowhere near enough. Let's hear from Valor's head coach Rob Gale in his post-match thoughts after the 2-0 defeat to Cavalry.
Rob, your assessment of that performance?
Building block, take away the positives, much better second half, started to get on the ball, play the kind of football we wanted to. Everyone else will say they were tired and they rotated, so that's why we actually got a foothold in the game. But for me, it's focusing on us and building blocks for the next game.
There was talk about Cavalry being on short rest, but do you feel it was kind of a disadvantage to be playing a team playing their second game in a way and that had their feet underneath them?
I think, you know what, it's we've got to play them all. It's going to be difficult against Cavalry. They do what they do very, very well, right?
And debuts for 2 young players who have come into the squad quite recently, in Dante Campbell and Julian Dunn. What did you make of their performance?
Julian Dunn, welcome Canada, you're welcome. That boy should be playing MLS. First team minutes, I thought he was the best player on the field. The Farsi boy done well for them as well, I thought. But an unbelievable debut. Super proud of the lad. I thought Dante done well, he's got energy. Just a little bit disappointed that a few others didn't show their personality today, especially the first half, but it'll take a little bit of time. We've got to be better in the final third. The stats will show we didn't create a good chance, I don't think, or shot on target. They probably had 2 maybe on target all game. Ended up in the back of the net. One of them's a penalty, so I think we restricted them. But we haven't done enough in the attacking half, and that's something we want to improve on and our identity.
How much can you take out of this game, just not having had the opportunity to play pre-season friendlies coming into
enormous amount. Super positive, absolutely. There were some good performances and good energy. I don't think we cramped. Saw the game yesterday, people were falling over all over the place, so that's a good positive for us, and good energy other than one injury. I think we came away unscathed and looked stronger as the game went on. So lots to build on. We will be better, and that identity will come.
And just lastly, any update on Arnold?
I haven't seen him, to be fair. Didn't look good, did it? Just got to check on him, and Drew Baptiste has to get the studs out of his face, but other than that, we'll be all right.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
I love Rob Gale. You're welcome, Canada. He's referencing Julian Dunn, the young center back on loan from Toronto FC. He did well, and I think that if there's anything to build off of for Valor, is they do have better defensive shape. But like he said, just in attack, where are the goals going to come from?
Well, that was my question, right? When you look at what he said, he's talking about this game being building blocks. What is he building off? Like, what did we really see from Valor today that we can say, yes, that's what you want to focus on moving forward? Yeah, Julian Dunn looks strong today, but I mean, it's tough when you're going up against Cavalry, right? But what did, like, Kurt, I'm pointing to you because you have a lot to say about Valor today. You want to be nice to them, I get it.
And being nice.
Well, what do you think they can build off
They
here?
can build off of is, I think, some structure, right? I mean,
Right.
obviously, I agree with him. Julian Dunn was pretty good today. Baptiste next to him was strong. We couldn't say that last year about their center backs. You know, Jordan Morel, Skylar Thomas, these guys were massive letdowns for Rob Gale in year one. The one thing I would throw out there before we get on to Tommy is that, you know, did Rob Gale have this team set up in the right way to defend Cavalry today? The 4-1-4-1 kind of had a holding midfielder on an island. They looked a little bit better, a little bit more secure when O'Heen came in the second half. So my question would be, did he give his team a chance to defend well enough to get a result in this game from the start?
And problems building out of the back. No questions about the controversial no calls by our bubble boy. Surprising.
He didn't have a good look. No one had a good look except for us.
He's rattled because the players are coming at Oliver Platt himself.